towards connector, getting up as fast as they could. Didn't find the kills as convincing as we would like, though. Big, and they do not get a bomb plant down. They will be fortifying here in the second round. In terms of the buy for Tengri, they do get 3 rifles out, in fact. You like to see that. It's quite rare these days in CSGO. The Pachanga towards long A, and he'll have contact in the form of 3 players. Drops a flashbang, falls back. He's only got the UMP, so he doesn't want to take the fight against 3 armor players here. It's a good decision to make. Shuts them down, and everything's subsided for now. 1 minute 30 remaining. Tabson investigating to a drop down, hoping to find Sonic here.
So P250 for old Nesbat. PGL. Let's go with all of them backwards. We can do that.
Might be a bit confusing.
Nah, no such thing. So set up with the Tech 9s. Bit of utility. B's the hit, or is it? Bomb's going back, so fake out. Smoke down at long. Problem is that Remzik's already nailed 1. He's down to 3 HP, though. It has to back off. That means he also has to call for support, so the fake could work on that alone. But I think they've clued in, because as they were heading over toward B, Fitch turned back. Sonic's able to take out Gobby. Fitch is able to get next. Chimichanga, hot and ready out of the microwave, because I buy them at Costco, takes down Lagia.
Lovely stuff there from Tengri. Nice clean sheet to bring to round number 2. So 16-1 yesterday. They've already got 1 step better than that. And we're going to round number 3. It has to be a full eco from Big. So Tengri looking decent. Money's going to be sound. They bought 3 rifles into the previous, so first gun round's going to be very, very good for them. Strong economy. No bomb for Big as of yet. They can get it down this round. I'll be surprised. Shouldn't happen, considering they've got 4 Glocks and a PT-50, 1 flashbang. Probably something quite fast here. Flash for the mid doors. Trying to overwhelm the CT on the other side. Go for 1 kill, but they have been spotted. SNK, though, tagged up a little bit. And a couple of frags coming in for the CT. It's quite a simple round. Let's not get too hyped about this. Didn't expect much. And the players dropped out the server, so I guess there's something to talk about in that regard.
It's fine. He just didn't want to be a part of it anymore, Tabson. He's had enough.
But Tabson's still there. You
oh, right. It's that's right. It's the 1 to 5. So Tabson appears to be on the CT side, even though he's not. It's the way the overlay works. You're right.
So I'm trying to remember. I don't know the Tengri guys well, but one of them has dropped out.
It's not Jason's favorite player.
Chimichanga. It's not him.
He's still in the server.
Well, we'll take a technical pause, of course. One of the players dropping out.
It's Remzik, by the way.
Ramsey, that's right.
Yeah.
3. It won't be a big deal. We don't have to restart that round. He wouldn't have died either way. They only had Glocks, so looks like it was another. I think they lost 1 frag in total, but they should be fine. There's no need to replay that round, I would say.
Well, they won it, so they won't need to. The only thing they could argue is that he lost economy.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think that'll be a big deal considering just had Glocks.
There is Mr. Remzik.
Are you familiar with any of these players at all on the Tengri side?
I've seen SNK before, but that's the only one that I recall.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of them. So I'm interested to see who steps up today with the big names. So far, we've got Fitch.
Well, sit down, have a drink with them. You'll be familiar in no time, Hank.
That's what we'll do.
You're a friendly guy.
Yeah. 4-0 for Fitch. SNK, 6-0. Not a bad start at all. Good to have your star players hitting those sort of dizzy heights very early on in the game. Sets him up. Start getting momentum like that. No deaths. Start to feel like a god. Takes some more aggressive duels, and he does rejoin the server. Ramzik, of course. 7k, and he buys up the AWP. So seems happy with that. Doesn't seem like a restart's required. We should be back into this in no time. So here's the AWPer for Tengri. Obviously, it's difficult to work out what the roles were yesterday and the kind of battering they received from Mouse Sports in a 16-1. In terms of big buy here, not great, like we said, no bombs going down at all. So, Gobby, UMP, Kiev has got the Galil. And they do actually have a full array of smokes and flashbangs to work with here. Execution-based team, so we'll see if that comes into the fray momentarily. It's going to be Gobby working towards long A. Standing around for now, 2 players in that area, and some spam from the Galil for Kiev. In terms of the AWP, that's going to be towards the B side of the map for the CT. Some damage being inflicted early on towards Tabson as well. It comes to a standstill. No fast-paced gameplay from Big so far.
Remzik's got next. Tabson still going to wait at the top of drop, but a good pick early from the man who reconnects, given all the issues. Sonic's backed off drop, but they know they're down there, hence the pinch play with the second rotation coming in from Connector. So 2 players of the 3 at B watching off at drop. In fact, one of them toward Connector is now going to rotate. That's Fitch coming back to the side as SNK positions himself at the window. That gives support to Remzik, who can't quite get the no-scope down on Legia. But SNK won out against Tabson, who gets limited and locked off. Entrance from Legia, only good for 1. Sonic's able to trade, and Godby hesitant to take the fight. Wants to try and distract, but Kiev's gone down. I'm sure Godby's going to do the same. It's 4-0 for Tengri.
It is indeed. It was Ramsey opening things up with the AWP. Nothing too interesting coming out of the big side there, I'm afraid. Full default, no picks obtained. Lost quite a lot of damage to the nades of the CTs. Very basic execution towards the B site. No wall of smokes there, no Molotov deployed really. A few flashbangs over. Lost the first pick, seemed to panic a little bit at that stage. Pinstering between the drop down and upper platform area, but just trading out when you already have a man down, that's not really going to be good enough to win a round at that stage. So 4-0 for Tengri, looking much better today, I have to say. SNK 7-1, Fitch still yet to die 6-0. They go into a partial buy situation, I have to say, for Big. 1 AK, upgraded pistols as well. Legia drops in the hands of Ramzik. Upper platform once again, finds him. Legia by himself, no refract potential there, I'm afraid. And we'll try our hand at the drop down area, but smoked out. Sonic lies in wait, seeing if they'll dare push through the smoke.
Next in toward mid, with just the PT-50 spotted on his way by. But with Kiev already out toward long A, he just wants to clear off danger. Kiev, as well, has made it around and past the Molotov. How sneaky does he fancy himself? Pachenga's at the corner near the cannons.
Yeah, it's quite interesting he's made his way towards that area of the stables. Can't do much of it just yet. They have no nades left, so he needs his teammate to cause some sort of distraction. Maybe the AK needs to come in from God B. It's interesting he's got that weapon of all his star players on his side, but we'll see what he can do with it.
Bit of an interesting push from SNK. Here's where Kiev... Oh, Pachenga! He's expecting a flash. He already said it, they didn't have any left, so he just walks in. Kiev's able to get the kill. Fitch has made up for it by getting Tabson and Kiev down, but they're in the A site, and they've got guns as next takes Fitch. It's Sonic. The next to be found. He's going to try and buy himself some space by going around the APC, let his teammate get closer, but Godby reads that. In fact, was watching toward the door for the connection, and Big is going to steal the round. This is quite good from them. 3 kills from Nex.
Yeah, that's the first round big pickup of all the rounds as well. 1 AK, some upgraded pistols, very little in terms of utility. Get that middle and long A control, pushing the CTs back. And like you said, Tengri just waiting for flashbangs there, waiting in that cannon's position, staring at the wall, just hoping the flashbang comes in, turn around and mow them down. I think you need to have someone covering for you if they're going to be committing that sort of setup as well. You have to have one CT maybe on the roof itself and like looking, and if he gets flashed and you have one hiding, then everyone turns around, but that looks a little bit too easy there. Fair play to Kiev though, getting that position, finding that PT-50 frag, and Godby, good amount having the AK, nails a couple of nice headshots as well, so good work by him. Getting to round number 6 here. And he's starting to dwindle for Tengri. You can see UMP for Pachanga. Ramzik though still back on the AWP, but no nades for him or Sonic, so they are going to struggle this round, trying to force their way into the first frag here, spraying through the smoke, but no damage inflicted just yet. Back towards long A for Big though. Tabs has made his way all the way to the end already. So lots of time saved in this respect, and actually got most of their nades as well. So he wants to take the jewels here. He's making his way to stable once again. Have they found a weakness here in the Tengri armor?
SNK blinded. Anyway, Pachenga's got the shot on Legia with guns again. They struggle as Kiev. Pachenga has a knife out running through his smoke. I don't know if he thought he was getting away or if he didn't have the ammo left. I didn't catch the whole exchange, but it's Tabson that's got Fitch. Finally, he arrives with a kill. It's been a while since we've seen one from him, and Remzik has position to cut off Kiev. It's going to drop the bomb on the site. Problematic. They've got to grab it. Tabson just gets it in time. Now the bomb identifiably has been picked up, as Remzik calls that, so they'll allow the plant, and Godby knows that they're in toward the window, so Tabson only has to watch the balcony. Good patience from Godby to hit the shot on Sonic, very easily missed. As the AWP goes hunting for him, he'll relocate, and this should be another round for Big. You'd expect, and it will be.
Yeah, exploiting some weaknesses now in the Tengri defense. You can see long A and middle seems to be way too open and exposed. Big just actually getting towards the end of long A with about 1 minute 20 to spare as well. Tabson helping himself the A site. Actually boost up by long A as well, watching the rotations out of connector, vent and balcony. Once the bomb's down, Tengri need to start actually challenging that area. Maybe send the AWP to that side of the map, give the first pick and just get them a little bit more fearful as to how much utility they have to expend to get towards that area. It looks way too easy for them right now. Has to be the full eco now for Tengri. PT50s, a deagle, no armor, no nades. Boosting up towards drop down from what I can see. That's normally quite an easy pre-fire. Like the Tabson. Should be finding that kill pretty easily. There it is. He is normally the one to find that frag. And he knows someone else will be there as well. Of course, it was the boost. It could be Sonic. I'm about to say dealt with as well, but he actually comes out on top of that exchange. Finds Tabson.
Yeah, oof, can't quite get it right. Molotov down to the stairs. All four in the hallway. Smoke's over. Like to isolate the CTs, but they're inside of the smokes. Pistol works for Remzik and a good flash. Is it a good one or a bad one? I didn't quite see where that was thrown from, but it catches them out and slows them down. Perfect positioning for Pachanga. Godby checks it. Smartly so, as Godby is not too easily fooled. As you would say, Henry, you have to wake up quite early in the morning, something or other.
To catch Godby out. Yeah, it seems that way. Godby, very aware, very intelligent player. Manages to avoid danger there. It's got a bit dicey. We've got a couple of PT50 headshots in there and finding a couple of frags as well, but it's Godby checking the hobbit hole and finding the key frags there. 4-3 now. Money's still not great for Tengri. 4 M4s. And a famous for Fitch, no kits. So, once again, let's see if they allow middle and long A to be fully open. It looks like they're going to be rectifying the mistakes in the previous round. SNK heads towards danger. And we've got Pachanga at long A as well. Godby looking to investigate that area. Solo this time. Has got Tabson to help him navigate this area. So, slowing things down. Godby not using any utility so far. Makes his way around the first corner, but it's going to cleave on the other side of the map with a nice shot. Finds Fitch, and Godby chimes in along as well. This is perfect. Big will be so happy this start. 5-3, 1 minute 20 remaining as well. CTs, you know they'll already be weak in terms of only having Thursday loss bonus, rebuying into this one. They have to try and react and find frags, and there it is. SNK does challenge Godby. He goes down to 7 HP at the same time, but still, he had to do that. Something had to happen for the Tengri side, and at least they find a frag for it.
So Tabson and Nex will wait towards the top of ramp at mid. Kiev that's out toward Long B. Do it, Tabson. Just get rid of his miserable life. He's only got 15 HP. He's not a good investment. Stack Molotov to clear the archway. Could cost them dearly with Kiev so low, and entry execution. Third Molotov to clear the stairs. They will not have one for KFC, but no one roasting inside like a fried chicken there. It's going to be Remzik instead on the tree position. Nearly gets the kill on Tabson as well. Now it is just he and Kiev. It's even, if you will. 100 HP for Sonic as he sprays through. Tabson down to 33 as a result. 15 for Kiev, 15 for SNK. And SNK with the nade is going to take out Tabson. It's all onto the AWP. No further nades, just a smoke and a flash. The smoke beneficial, obviously, for the defuse. Surely they expect him to be toward the platform, and they're already on it. 10 seconds. Oh, he's not sure where to peek. He's got to get it to the right. He's got to go again. Oh, SNK was always due to find him, but if he had found that first shot, 10-second defuse, he would have had the round.
Absolutely. And that was just down to one small error from Big. I'm not sure if you saw it. It was when Ramsey was on the tree position. They went to get Molotov that. Misframe Molotov, didn't actually detonate whatsoever. So they would have avoided those 2 frags on entry. They weren't even looking at that position. They've soon just been called. Molotov in the tree is deployed. Ramsey finds 2 kills. At that point, Kiev left in a pretty difficult situation. 15 HP. And if you miss that first AWP shot, like you said, as soon as you miss that, it's really difficult to actually realign and work out. If you've got an AK, sure, you can spam it a little bit. Ramsey seems to be enjoying himself. And it's going to be 5-3 for Tengri now. Getting a very crucial round after losing 3 in a row. 5-3. AWP out for Kiev once more. This will be the last bar on either side, so big round for CTs and the terrorists there. Kids are out this time, all for Ramzik, and the first shot for Tabson. What a beautiful display that was. The aim star of the team takes down SNK, and they will be committing towards the A side at this point. Change of pace. Can't find the second one though. Pachanga stepping up.
Remzik trying to desperately get back into the site, but he's late. He thinks Pachenga's got him covered off. He drops in with the AWP, and he's instantly found. Pachanga goes back for more, though he will get Gobby, but sprayed down by Nex as they're already in the site. Down goes Sonic. Kiev with the shot. Fitch the last alive, and he's right to look the direction that he did. Fitch, ooh, tried to slide down silently, but made a noise, so Kiev's going to be staring at him.
Yeah.
Kiev in the cave takes the shot.
Good way to finish it off. Find all 5 players, don't let them save a single penny. That's a harsh reset for Tengri after winning the previous round and losing the subsequent. They only have $1,400 in total, as it's displayed on your screen right now. Very nice graphic. So, in terms of the options here for Tengri in general, not many of them. Probably have to commit to this. It's going to be double eco regardless, so you can see them investing into it. Scouts, CZs, PG50s, and a Deagle as well. Obviously, no kits really, they're very expensive, $400. Max 10 for Lakia. So the change of pace from Big worked quite nicely for them. Fast towards middle, you've got someone like Tabson who can hit one tap. AK headshots, why not? Give him a chance and he'll certainly deliver most of the time. Should be another guaranteed round for Big, but you never know. The scout could be dangerous. Pachanga's got that. Heading towards A once more. Ooh, and there it is. There's the first shot.
What a flick. By Lagia.
Good night.
By Lagia. Kind of sounds like Felicia. It almost works. Ooh, Fitch! 2 kills on a CZ after a scout kill to open the round. And it's Big that are struggling. Tabson's gonna pull back one on Fitch. Ooh, but Pachanga's rotated out. Another scout shot. It's all down to Tabson. Has to get an ace to win the round. 55 seconds to work with. Does have the bomb, but they know exactly where he is. They've already rotated accordingly. In fact, they're gonna try and flank him out. Look at the push. You can have the A site. We're all gonna be behind you.
Well, if ever there was a player on the big side to pull off this procedure, it would be Tabson. 2 kills so far. Has got the bomb, but time ticking away now. 35 seconds.
What was that fail? Light the top of the castle on fire. It'll be a smoke signal to the heavens where the rest of your team is. I get it. I'm on the same page. Tabson. Ooh, gonna spot 2 though. They're facing. Goes for another. He's got both, but there's the flank. As Remzik had the AWP, they went to get the weapons. They tried to catch him off with it. Position. Turns out it works, but only just.
Very scary for Tengri there, but do manage to step up. The scout shot from Pachanga to kick things off as well. That was a nice one. Said goodbye to Lagia, then 2 CZ frags coming in, and then the AWP shot to finish things off. Tabson, 4 kills in total. Certainly made it uncomfortable for them, but it doesn't matter how many you lose there. That's a big round for Tengri to pick up. 6-4 now in their favor. On the CT side of the map as well, definitely a T-side map on Cobblestone. And you can see those kills still actually affect Tengri significantly. They did win the round, but still only got a shotgun. UMP, Famous, 1 kit. So I think that Big will certainly be forcing into this himself. Tech 9 for God B, UMP for Lagia. Interested to see where Pachanga will take the shotgun. We've seen the top end of the scene, especially the likes of Snacks, JW for example, use the shotgun to great effect on Cobblestone, especially Snacks on long A on the CT side. Like, he's absolutely nuts with the Mag 7. We'll see if Pachanga can channel any of that power.
Channel the power. Channel all sorts of things, Henry. None of them are good for my health. Remzik, standing in the fire, tries to get a shot down B long. Can't do it. Lagia's going to back off. Give him the bomb. He's set up for the flash. Pop it in. Taps in. Does he go through the smoke? That's the better question. Be a tough call, to be honest. Back to the edge of the picture. And still not going to throw it.
Yeah, they got time to work. They don't want to work all kind of by. They're up against her. Throw yourself in the drop down into shotguns, etc. Could be a little bit.
Ooh, that bounced pretty poorly.
Is there a gap?
Atticus has to go back to the arch.
Huge gap. You hate to see that. Pretty basic smoke.
It's funny because this Fitch was standing there watching it.
Yeah.
And it like bounced. He's like, ah.
Stitch me up there.
Damn it. It's fine. I'll back off. Shotgun for Chimichanga makes it work. Good shot on Gobbeat. Tagged and going for more, though. He's going to get Lagia as well. 2 kills on the Mag 7. Tengri's coming alive. Don't count them out of this game. Yesterday might have been a poor showing, but they're certainly in this. Against Big on a T side, remember. That was their strong suit against Cloud9 on this map yesterday.
Yeah.
It's down to a 2 versus 3. AK for Tabson. A little bit early on the spray, but still manages to find the head of SNK. Molotov will hold off rotations. He doesn't want to drop out of the position just yet because he wants to cut off said rotations. They now know the AWP is inside of connector. What they don't know is where Fitch has gone on the SMG. And he's actually done well to already find his way towards stables. Tabson's going to be sitting in the open, but the SMG at range goes for the spray. It's nerfed, remember, at that position, so he's going to have to force Tabson in. He's low on HP, though. The Tech-9 should find the kill, but hesitant to do so. It's down to a 1 versus 1. The low HP, it doesn't matter. Tabson finds the angle and gets the headshot.
Yeah, Tabson rising to the occasion once again. Got a bit dicey there. We have talked about the nerf of the UMP recently at range. You could see that coming into effect at that point as well. Stable to balcony, that's a long-range shot. If there's a Famis there, he's loving it. He gets a guaranteed kill. Unfortunately, has to hold his breath. Hope for the best there with the UMP. Does some damage and funnels Tabson towards his opponent. Unfortunately for him, Tabson, he revels in those sort of moments and manages to find 2 kills, finish things off as well. Impressive display there with the Max 7, but not quite enough to win the round. Another force buyer from the CTs. They won it before. The scouts out once again for Pachanga. We'll see whether he can get anything going here. This time towards danger once again. A boost towards CT. This didn't work out for Fitch before. Tabson found him, and they will be boosting up a little bit here. Tabson should be a guaranteed kill. Takes a headshot for his troubles, but still finds the frag, and they can slow things right down. They've got the information now. It is going to be a force buy. He would have felt the head armor there. Makes that dink sound as you hit it. Now the 5-on-4. Tabson 8 HP. They should just fully execute here. Don't want to give anything away. It's a best of 1. You might be thinking we can save money, we don't need the nades. Just drop the wall of smoke. Let's get the Molotovs in as well. Flashbangs, here they come. Bit of damage inflicted there. But the gear looking to find the first kill with the Mac 10.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a bit messy.
Back. Look at these pistol kills. It's very messy on entry from Big. Normally that's something they're very, very good at. They could lose another round to scout pistols. They certainly could. Pachanga tries to get the shot, can't quite catch Kiev's head. Flashed off, backs away, but goes immediately into the same angle. He's considering the fact that he wants a better lineup. He also thinks actually they could be going toward A. I thought he would go toward drop and try and get a lineup down the alleyway, but he now realizes they are still on the B site. Sonic will try and bait them in. 5-7. Gompy's down to 50. Kiev's down to 35. They're going to lose this. Bomb gets thrown in toward the site so they can try and take the fight. Sonic can't hit the shots, but look at Kiev and Tabson. They're bleeding out. This is done. Very sloppy. Tabson. Oh, if he saves this. What a hero. 1 bullet and he's dead. 1 bullet and he finds it first. It's going to be SNK. That's impressive. I thought they were done for the round. He's up to 18 kills, Tabson. Yeah. After now 12 rounds.
They don't deserve that round at all. That was so sloppy from Big, and Tabson's bailed them out like 3 times now. Fair enough, he's hitting all the shots and he is sick, but technically they don't deserve those at all. That's really sloppy play. They seem so apprehensive to actually enter the bomb side. They have a 5-on-4 there and still losing the round. You can see they start panicking when they find some CT confrontation. Instead of like committing and going all in, they're like, someone's calling full back, someone's saying throw a Molotov at this broken wall. Just get in there together and start getting the refrags. Someone's throwing flashbangs at you. Like, they just seem so cagey once they lose that first frag. And I'm sure Gobby's pulling his hair out at that point, but just about pull it off. Tabson saves the day. Like you said, 18 kills. And I remember asking Gobby in the last interview, like, if you ever lost Tabson, do you think this team would still survive? He seems to bail them out of so many situations, and I don't think anyone could replace him in Germany, but for now, doing a very good job, I have to say. This should be a much easier round for them. No force by this time. Big will take the lead. And number 13 will go in their favour. 5-on-1 now, SNK. So this USP, I should say, to try and do anything with. It's going to be the bomb planted. 5 players surviving for Big. Tabson 2 kills, bringing it up to 20, of course. Next, not so good today. He was top ranking in Cobblestone and only 7 so far. But they were 4-0 down, so I have to bear that in mind after losing the pistol as well. Tengri have showed us they can at least keep up with Big so far, but we'll be losing the lead at this point.
Yes. I almost say that Big needs a 9-6, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that their CT side's anything to write home about. I don't really write home. I do on Facebook, but not like the traditional sense that the saying was based about.
Yeah.
Have you ever written a postcard?
Yeah, many times. Not so much in my adult life.
You're so romantic.
Used to as a child, to my grandma or something.
Oh, that's cute. I think I wrote
she's
one.
She's now, of course.
Oh, okay.
Just like doing that for you.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so anyway, moving on swiftly. Hi, Kiev.
He was great in the minor, wasn't he? Like,
he was very good.
That was like not on my radar at all. Like, he's a player I've always like, kind of heard of and never really rated that much, especially in the big games. Like in the grand final, he looks very good, especially against Envious as well. They were kind of awful that event, but still, like, he wrecked them and he got like a 30 bomb on Cobble against those guys. So that was quite cool to see him break out. We've always said the minors is where we get to see the players that we're not really necessarily that familiar with. We don't get to cast that much, and they can show us that they are kind of up there, upcoming talents. For example, Tabson especially, I think he thrived in this environment. And we were kind of asking ourselves, could he actually go toe-to-toe with some top teams? And against Cloud9, he was not their best point player. He did keep up with them. Nex actually stepped up above and beyond in that particular encounter. This is a matchup we expect Big to win. Certainly hasn't been the cleanest of victories. I'm sure the guys in the analyst desk will break down some of the rounds they definitely didn't deserve to win. But just got bailed out by like 4 3Ks from Tabson. But here we go then. Tengri with another bite. No AWP for Ramzik. 5 and 4s, no kits. Lacking utility generally, to be fair. It's a big 5 players towards the B side. Suggests there will be some sort of play towards that side of the map quite quickly. He lost vision of middle and long A. We'll see where they decide to push through towards drop down here. Tabson and GodB seem to think so. Going for that first frag. GodB with the UMP. Nails the first kill as well.
Well, it's going to be on the site, though, that Remzik's the one to step up. Tabson managing to get a drop this time. He's been shut down so many times before. Gets the kill by flanking him behind the statue. Allows Nex to now plant the bomb. Smoke off for a second smoke, that is, toward the door. Almost off behind SNK. Ooh, that's not going to reach. Oh, that's very close. His little booties are not on fire. Chimichenga through the door. Tabson gets it. The receiving end of it, rather, as Kiev hits SNK, and Pachenga's gone.
Yeah, rough run there for Tengri. It was a really nice buy from GodB, all things considered. The fact he's got a UMP going towards drop down, unarmored heads as well, run and gun potential with that SMG. Finds the first kill, and no kits or real utility. Pachanga has no chance to even consider that retake. We're coming to the closing sectors now. It's only damage just to the T-side economy. All for not really. If he saves them, well, that's something. They're going to have 4th state loss bonus after this. They're going to have to buy around with what they have remaining. So Pachanga can drop an M4. Probably a couple of UMPs, I would say, considering the rest of his teammates' money. Here they come, though. Round number 15. Still a close game. It will be 9-6 from what I can see so far, but Tengri have stolen a few rounds away with the lesser buys. Sonic with the 5-7, SNK with the Deagle. As I said, the drops UMP for Fitch and a couple of M4s to work with here. Tabson, decent backstab there from the connector. He really is lighting them up. 22 kills, 10 deaths.
Pretty impressive. So 9-6 we said was what they needed. 8-6 is where they currently reside. Pachenga's going to try and push out long A. I don't know that he's confident to go through the smoke. I don't know that he should be. A smokes.
Indeed.
B push. Or A to A. Ooh, Kiev smoke. That's a tough one.
Yeah, they do have lots of these crazy A executes I was mentioning in the pregame. First time we're going to see it. It's normally like a tunnel of smoke towards the A side. We'll see if that comes into full effect. SNK have a chance, though. Flashbangs are decent for the T side. No kills coming in just yet. There's the first. Pachanga picks it up.
Pachanga does pick it up, but Tabson puts him down. It distracts him long enough, though, for SNK to find a kill. GodB saves SNK. It's now going to be GodB that follows up. It's only down to Remzik, who wins the kill. That's the bomb as well. So Remzik has a chance to try and spot that. Nex is extremely low on HP. Doesn't have the skill. Well, I shouldn't say skill. Doesn't have the courage.
Right.
Let's calm down to go against him. Skill relative to HP.
Yeah. Oh.
I did not say Nex is a bad player. That's not a thing.
He's watching the murder hole right now, and it looks of things. Kiev will deal with it. Anticlimactic finish there for Ramzik. Had a chance, but Kiev finds him, and you said 9-6 is what Big needed. Consider what we've seen so far. Bailed out of a lot of rounds there. Tengri probably a bit disappointed that going up 4-0, only winning 2 gun rounds after that. They get 6 rounds in total, but much better showing, I guess, than yesterday against Mouse Sports. If you're just joining us, they got beat 16-1 in Inferno. And that's what Mouse Sports had on the T side as well. Pretty rough. I think it was a 15-0 first half, and then they won the pistol, Tengri. I think it was 4 scored against in the second round. It was pretty awful, all things considered, but this is looking better. They win the pistol here on the T side. We have a game on our hands. If not, I I'm not sure they have a chance, but we'll have a look. 4 sets of armor, 1 smoke for Sonic. He's got a Molotov as well. We'll see what he decides to go with that one. For now, it's going to be a pretty standard setup. 4 players towards B halls. Ramzik watching towards the top middle for anyone to be pushing, listening out for any footsteps. Sonic slides down the wall there. CTs with 1 kid as well. It's in the gear. Big round here.
Heave. 1 already.
How's it not dead?
What?
Come on, lads.
I thought if he turned
2
around
of
and
you.
just nailed the first shot, like that would just be so perfect.
Well, they get 1 kill back at least. Wasn't the prettiest, but they'll take it. Bit chaotic, but still with the smoke and some long A control now. Mid as well. Copy. Need to be careful. You haven't got a ton of bullets in reserve there. Spams a whole clip away. Pachanga challenging towards the upper platform, but he's up against Tabs and he needs to be very careful with that exchange. I think he read the name and decides to fall back. A boost up at this point in the round. This is a bit cavalier and they might just pay for this one. Next realizes it. Lucky to stay alive at that point. Pachanga trying to punish him for it, but can't find the damage just yet. Time ticking away. The gear finds another frag. Tabs in. Oh, he's caught as an A-side of attack now. Leave the B side completely open, boys. Nice job. Tango goes down, round pretty much guaranteed now. Big Noah's going to be an A-side. 25 seconds, no bomb, but for some reason the gear gives a frag away. Doesn't think Stables is a possibility. Rectified by Nex. Sonic now by himself at this point. Constellation frag's pretty much all he can hope for. Can't even get that. Nex takes him down. Oh, Tengri needed that. I think something fast and just kind of assertive would be better off for them. Stay the 5-man unit trying to overwhelm a particular position. Default the start, lost the first pick. Got one back just about, but then completely outflanked by Tabs, and he got so much information at that point. Took one down, funneled them towards the A site. They got 1 more kill, but that's about it. They have to force buy in the second round. Tech 9s, a couple of Deagles, a PT-50 as well. No nades, and head armor across the board. I'm not sure what the big players here. The Deagles need to find some opening kills for them. If you don't have smoke for the connector, he's got no real chance of actually getting to the site itself. So the gear needs to make a mistake. He scores long A, and he does that. I don't know why he does that. Breaks my heart map.
You called it. Had to make a mistake, Henry.
There's no need. That's just a horrific mistake, though.
You're the author. We're in the simulation, and you are controlling us all.
Why even give them that window? He's got a UMP as well. He didn't have the range to justify that.
Silly goose, Lagia. You silly goose.
Oh well.
You dumb duck. I didn't say fum duck. I could have.
Well, now we have something to work with. They actually got a smoke out of that as well, taking down the gear. CSGO drops your most highest valuable grenade, didn't they?
Yes, that's true. Oh, SMK taps in, getting 1 back, but downed by Sonic. He can't find the spray transfer. Sight given up. This is a problem. If they lose this round, come on, surely big. He could have found Sonic. He goes toward SNK, doesn't do much damage. They're still trying to spray. Got B in the open, has to back away. Further he gets away from the rock, the further he is from safety as Keeves on the flank. Successful, but not for long. Gobby gets another. They try and push. Oh, long shot on a Remzik.
Oh.
And down goes Pachanga. That's a save from Gobby, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, he's got the defuse as well.
And you're right about the highest value grenade. It's not your last wielded as it used to be.
So if you have a Molotov or an incendiary, that always drops. If you have flashbangs and smoke will always drop. So it doesn't drop everything. I think most people assume everything drops. Is actually only one.
Yeah, and it used to, yeah, that's absolutely correct. But it used, I think it used to be your last used.
Probably.
So if you brought out the Molotov and then died with the gun in your hand, if the Molotov was the last one you had, it would be that. I think that's correct. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, because if you knew you were going to die, you just pull out your decoy, say, deny everything.
Yeah.
Not having my grenades.
That would be next level. Well,
not sure what scenario that would happen, but
that's
still.
Lagia. After
that was really done by him. I'm sorry to say. Like I know I normally point out the bad things that happens, but when this sort of game, when it's a best of one and like it's a big round, like another round big of being bailed out by a huge clutch there. He did not have to face that position by himself. Sure, listen at the corner, flash him off, smoke it. You're trying to delay them, right? Just get the information. The fact he goes around that corner against Tech 9s and Deagles, no bomb down. They're guaranteed a force buy. They're up against the ropes as well. He's had a really rough year. It's on 5 for 15. I think he was just trying to get himself back in the zone, have a big round, and say to his yeah, I'm back. I've got this one. But he didn't have the range there. Like the Deagles could have outdueled him every single scenario there. The moment he decided to face, they couldn't even be close to him. And we know the UMP's been nerfed. So he had a FAMAS. I wouldn't be so mad about it. But That was so risky and did not pay off for him. 11-6. Another force buy? No, they got the bomb down the previous, I guess, so Galil's AKs has a new all-power for Kyiv, so they need to be very careful. I don't think they'll be expecting that. They go towards B, all 5 players. Bit of a Hail Mary here from Tengri. No nades, really got a couple of flashbangs left, that's it. Needs to be very good.
Sonic to go first, smoke down. He'll be inside of it, so they didn't see it. So they'll be able to take the fight, but Tapson missing some shots. Costs them, but Gobby does spray in return. Grabs an M4. Smokes himself off. He wants to continue to watch drop instead, but they've given up the site. Remzik should be able to call this. Bomb should be going at this point in time. Pachenga versus Gobby. Typically I'd favor Pachenga the way this game's gone, but Gobby in the last round was excellent. In this round, he's done well again, and he's going to find his 3rd kill. They've boosted Remzik inside of B. Get that bomb planted, Sonic. Where are you going? That doesn't make sense. You've just thrown it back to a guy who's nowhere near you because you forgot your obligation. And Lagia is going to take him down.
Oh, the force buy not working out for Tengri there. That could be the end of the game.
Get the bomb planted at the very least. Another $800.
They would have had something this round to work because now they've got like 2.5k per player up against a full buy big. This is looking likely to be 13-6. They can partial buy into this one. That's about it. They'll have 4th stage next round. Hit the replay though. Up in the tree. Yes, okay, got the first frag, but then actually had quite a huge advantage really. Gobby was the one who mowed them down. He's had some very impactful rounds, I have to say. Gobby on 18 kills, 11 deaths. Next 10, one of the names we expect to be at the top, not really turning up once again. Lagia, 6-15. Kyiv, you've got to be finding the first AWP shot. This should be a guaranteed round, as I said. 13-6, very likely. Just Eagles, P250s, Ramzik's gone down. Samson, nice spray down for him. 27 kills in total.
Yeah, why not? If it doesn't end with 35, I'm not impressed, Henry.
Is that what he set the expectations
yep.
at now?
Yep.
Okay.
I would have said 45, but got to keep it realistic.
Yeah, 45 in a 30-round game. That would be impressive.
Chris J once in a ESEA pug had something like 87 kills.
There must have been overtime, right?
I think there was, yeah. But it was on Mirage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. Like he had just no idea that he's there.
He's having a rough time today.
Yeah,
everything
he is.
he's doing, he's going wrong.
SNK's running too.
Yeah, some table breaking could be coming in, Matt. We know what happens when he gets mad. The first player, I think,
it would have been next level if PGL had like presumed more people would do that, and they fortified all the tables with like a steel beam underneath.
Yeah.
So when you hit it, you just broke your hand instead. Yeah, take that.
I think I used to do that. Like I used to, like when I was like 15.
Goodness,
I used to do
he's
it.
finding everyone.
Oh yeah, he's actually.
He could actually get a plant in this. This is incredible. Goes all the way back to T-spawn, just hanging out, finds a kill. Lagia not looking, picks up an AK, and now he has the B site. If he wins this,
could actually do it. Nades, none of those. He's got armor, the AK-47. Headshots required, but Kyiv's coming in with the AWP. I think he might have spotted them, not sure.
Good positioning. Oh, he's going to go past it. I don't know if I agree with the peak. Spotted. Kyiv's got it.
Well, SNK did what he could there. 3 kills for Kyiv. Samson with 2 as well. Wasn't a force buy from the terrorists, but they did get 3 kills and bomb down. 4-stage loss bonus with 2k already in the bank. Nice full buy. So if ever there's a time to turn up, this would be it. But getting to the closing sectors now, we said Big with the favourites. I have to say, Big have not looked their absolute best here today. Some of the key names really not showing up at all, but bailed out a few times by Gobby, and indeed Tapson as well. He's close to the 30 bomb. There's a nice shot from SK to open things up. Round 20, no orbs at Tengri side. AKs across the board, full buy in the utility aspect of the game.
Look at that. He wouldn't have expected to be in that round, and then they realized how close he came.
Sure.
Rightfully disappointed by the end of it. Remzik trying to spray through mid. SNK backs his way in. Oh, good flash. He's going to push the player back on tree. Knows it and looks exactly where Nex is gone. He's taking him down as SNK goes further in as well toward the rock. And he goes that direction. Kyiv will be tagged and forced out. Right down to 24 HP. Downed by SNK. So there's 2 kills that he didn't find in the last round. Here's a third potentially. Taps him with a late boost.
Yep. Well, that's...
Look, I like talking about kills. Forget the play.
Yeah, it's a nice play. Nice round from Tengri generally there. Nice fake. Pulling everyone over, finding those first 2 frags. SNK, a couple of good rounds for him. We know the B side's weak for big. That was evident yesterday from the Cloud9 game. They couldn't really hold on to that side whatsoever. It's the T side where they seem to run away with most of the rounds after losing the pistol there. Managed to pick up 9 in total, so they'll be happy with that, especially after winning the pistol in the second half as well. But Sonic mowing everyone down. Money definitely still available. Well, actually, it's not as promising as you'd think, actually. I think SNK's previous round shut them down quite tremendously. They only get 1,400 on top of this. They might have to either force like a full eco here. Not looking too good. Godby saved his weapon they could probably force, so Godby can drop an M4. Keith can buy his own, but I would say with the lead they have, probably not worth it. Get that money overall. 2 players and less than 2 grand. So I think they can drop some pistols and try and do what they can. Give the AK to Tabson, I might feel like a little bit gutting, thinking I saved this weapon, I picked it up, I should have it. But Godby, definitely not known as the craziest fragger in the team. Tabson known as one of the absolute best aimers we have in Europe right now, and he's playing in a team like Big. So I'd say give the AK to him, see what he can do.
Pass around all the guns, lads. Put them in the middle. And then what you do is you walk over and you grab them and you throw one to the right and one to the left and one to the right. That's how you pick teams in hockey when you play pond hockey.
You throw guns around?
Well, your sticks. You put your sticks in the middle. Someone gets blindfolded.
Pretty hardcore game of hockey.
This is a pretty hardcore game. Hank, you wouldn't understand from the UK.
No. Never. I don't even know if we have teams. I have no idea. Or a league.
You might do. I'm not sure. I played with a guy from London once, but he played in the States. He was okay. At best.
So Godby will be keeping the AK-47 out. Heading towards the upper platform. Nades towards middle. But yeah, I can say he's had a rough time so far. If you can get one kill, I won't be happy with that. There it is. Takes down Ramzik.
Ooh, picks up the AK. Pachenga will not try and attack in return. You said 16-8, Henry. We are at 13-7. We'll see how good you really are, if you really control the simulation. I'm starting to think that you might. Simulation.
I'm definitely involved. Anders is in charge of it.
God, I'm so screwed if that's the case.
Yeah.
No wonder I've gotten all the rotten apples.
Why do you think I'm trying to get in his good books recently? Cast of him, be nice to him.
He's fine, I'll just kill him. It'll fix everything.
You can't kill him. He's already dead.
Oh, okay. Thought that was you.
We both are.
Makes sense. You guys be a new duo. I'm going to team up with Martin Brundle. That's my new casting commentary pair.
Perfect.
Okay. We're going to bring Martin to Counter-Strike, though. Don't be misled. Why would I ever go to Formula 1? Pachenga, first in. Good flash again. Tabson's found toward the tree. And ooh, I thought for sure Pachenga would find next. Scobby gets SNK over top of Fitch's shoulder. Sonic's left on 8. It could be. This is what we saw in the first half. When Tengri won rounds they shouldn't have. This could be Big doing the same. Sonic at 8 HP has made noise going through the drop. He's made noise going through the smoke. Somehow gets the kill, but Legia's there. And it's Big to find 14.
They will indeed. Legia with 3 in total. He opened things up with the CZ. We said he had a poor game so far, but that's a round. He goes above and beyond it. Finds the first kill, finds him back towards B. He has an AK. 2 more kills. So it doesn't matter how many you get, it's whether you actually win the game in total. So that's nice for him to find a round. He gets some success there. Had a rough showing so far, but that's pretty important from him. 14-7. And it is a reset for Tengri, but they had a clean round before. They kept 4 players alive. On the T side, it's much easier to buy into these rounds. Some of the CT, you saw the full brunt of the reset. Bought for Ramzik, Deagle for SNK, so there is some weaknesses there, but they're going to be rushing B, I think. Matt, in we go. But it's going to be key to defend. Surely dead, and down he goes.
Good shot. Chenga trying to get the
Save the guns.
Secondary angle, but Godby doesn't want to save the guns. He wants to just give them everyone weapons. Here you go, charity. As Tabson gets Fitch, now they'll back away, and it's the right call. Tengri's going to find number 8.
Yeah, just a full-on B rush there. Nice shots from Ramzik. I'm sure see that from his POV shortly. See how he pulled that one off. Looked quite impressive for me. 14-8. That's going to get them right back in this game. We know that B defense for Big has its weaknesses. Kiev there trying to get for the upper platform pick. Wasn't expecting that sort of play coming in from Tengri. Aggressive. Could have gone for the no-scope, didn't need enough time. Tried to fall back, overwhelmed by the flashbangs, and down he went. Good way to deal with him. Tengri will keep 4 players alive as well, along with the AWP. Should definitely hunt it. If they take the weapons down for Big, then they've got a real chance of being up against an EK next round. The problem is now, Tabson and the gear saving weaponry. We've got B on 5 grand as well. They can probably just about squeeze out a buy, but maybe that's a good thing. That's the kind of NIP philosophy with Threat First. I probably haven't mentioned that in a while. He would allow teams like this to save weapons in these sort of scenarios, so they are tempted to force around it, then breaking their economy even further. So they've got 6 grand, 2 weapons saved. I would say they probably force, and they can get 4 rifles out at least, so they'll take a pause. Definitely worth talking about. I haven't seen many pauses this game. Here's the retake, or I should say the entry from Ramzik. Good shots there with the AWP. So yeah, we've got 6.6k on God B, and AK and M4 saved. Tabs can drop an M4 as well, so at least have 4 weapons in that respect. Not required, they do have a huge lead here, but it's tempting. That's why they take a pause here, just to work out what's the play. Is this going to work out for us? Is it worth it? Doesn't seem that they'll be going down that sort of vein as we just get a pistol bought by God B. I think this is the right call. In terms of winning this game and making sure you do absolutely everything you can, you still have a chance to win these rounds with the pistols and body armor, of course, but you're not going all in. It's not going to cost you absolutely everything. You only got first aid loss bonus as well, so you want to try and keep that money healthy best you can. God B finishes up with $4,700. Round number 23. Tengri now have a chance. Could string a few in a row. Currently 5-2 here on the second half.
Left in the corner. Sonic flashed around. Slagia downed. Nearly got the jump as he did a quick little double take. Faster than a hot woman on the side of the street. Sonic waits, Fitch gets the kill. They'll both work together in tandem. Spot the smoke at Arch. Peculiar it may be, but they'll push on, Henry. They'll push on.
Yeah, not really working out those first few kills, but that's better from Nex. CZ headshot towards Sonic. Tabs in now, knows he has to step up here. Pushing through the smoke. Oh, I was going to say, he probably nails that shot. Unfortunately, not this time. SNK takes him down. 4-on-2 now, Golby and Nex without the weaponry to work with. The CZ though, always deadly at this sort of range. Nex going to find the timing, gets the shot off as well. Fortunately for his teammate, not the same story. Golby goes down, and actually with the round concluded there. Bomb planted the B, they know exactly where Nex is, they've got time to work with. Many saves, as we said in the previous round, so Nex is probably going to be holding on to that AK-47. Gets a little bit of cash from CZ kills. I think it's $100 per kill, I'm not actually 100% sure. Maybe 150. Anyway, Nex will save the AK-47. And 3 of the Tengri players stay alive. Bomb will be going off on the B site. By next round, Big looking for that match point in their favour. That would be great at this stage. They are currently 1 game down. They've played, this is their second game. It's a Swiss format, where you need 3 wins to actually make it to the major event itself in Krakow.
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 Yes.
Krakow. And 3 losses in a row. They're currently 0-1. So this is a big game for them. If they lose the likes of Tengri, probably not going to make it.
Maybe it's Krakow. I think it's Krakow.
I said Krakow, didn't I?
Yeah, that one's definitely wrong.
Is it?
Well, Krakow, not Co. I don't know. Someone will correct us. They love to do that.
Sure.
People love to correct us even when we've been corrected by an official source and they think they're more official.
That's true.
Good times. In the Maritimes.
Another partial buy from Big. Being very conservative with their approach.
Tabson's the one with the AK. Partial buy around that AK-47. So they've gotten 1 more round than expected by your weatherman, Henry G. Yanko's a true meteorologist. You're just a suited up, scripted weatherman. Look at that boost. Oh, Tabson, that could have been so perfect. As SNK is able to find, detect, and take him down. I don't necessarily disagree with the risk, even though it is the AK gone, because if he was walked out that corner and they were looking the wrong direction, that was a spray and a slaughter. With Sonic that takes down Nex. Slagia is the last alive and can do nothing of it.
Nothing too much to report on that round. 1 kill in favour of Big, but that was just a partial buy for them to get the money as strong as possible, giving 3 rounds away in a row now. Getting a little bit dicey. It's when Tengri gets to double digits, that's when you start to feel like this could be possible for them. Their CT side is weak, we know that. They've won the pistol here, got the 0-4 at the start with the 4 buys from Tengri. Only had a single gun round so far, and the bomb's gone down and gone off 3 times in the last 5 rounds. So And actually primarily towards that B side. They keep focusing on that Tengri. That's where he seemed to be finding a success. Number 25 getting to the closing stages now of the first map here. Ramzik, first kill on Lagia. Once again, that's towards long A. That's where he's been struggling, and I think that was right on the corner. I'll go to investigate as to where that went down. Did he overextend? I'm not sure he did. No, he's actually holding the tight CT side corner. Had the M4 taken down by the orb. Plenty of time to work here now for Tengri. What's the reaction for the CTs? Not many options you can actually bring to the table and try and find a fragment. It's like a map like Cache or Mirage, where you can push certain positions and have duels. It's pushing up a platform is such a long walkway. You're going to be caught out before you even have a chance. And we play waiting in the B halls for you. So you can see Tabson wants to do something about it, but can't necessarily find it. Keeve, on the other hand, he finds Ramzik. Neutralizes the situation. Actually brings into their favor considering Sonic's HP. Execution towards A now. Smoke's coming in towards connector. Bomb on this side of the map as well.
Fitch with the flash in hand. Bounce that towards tables. It forces Next temporarily to look away, but temporary it is. SNK, the next to walk in. It's Keeve. It'll back off. Can't find the shot. Next. Downed immediately as Fitch finds his way through. Gobby's got himself in a bit of a precarious position, but Sonic somehow marches by it. Doesn't even consider the option. And it's going to keep Gobby in contention. It's going to give Tabson an angle on Romeo, as Gobby's going to be the one to sacrifice himself, drop in. Good shot on Fitch. 2 versus 2,
wow.
And Tabson, he's got Pachanga as well. It's SNK that has to hold off against both. They're going to split the angle as well. He should find Tabson. It's low enough HP. Oh, he nearly looked away, and Tabson staying alive. That's good enough. Gobby gets on it. SNK's going to realize. 10-second defuse. No way he can hold it. Has to get off it. SNK's done well. He'll find it number 11 for Tengri.
That was looking so good as well, though. They had the crossfire. SNK couldn't actually see the bomb from his position behind the middle wall. Couldn't actually have vision on it. Had to fully commit. They knew he was going to do it. They had the crossfire set up. One in connector, one defusing as well. If they had the kit, I think that was just about possible. Maybe 1 second out, but would have been a lot more viable for them. Here's the first shot from Lagia. God, I didn't even see the AWP then. How did that happen? Oh, don't smash the table, Lagia. Calm down.
Did he do it?
He looked like he was about to. He raised both fists up. It looked like he was about to smash, but
the Hulk has been tamed.
yeah, he kept it inside, and that's another big round for Tengri. Here's the replay, right? So he can't see the bomb. Perfect crossfire, and that's the kill that had to happen. Defuse comes in, and Godby has to get off the bomb at that stage. Really nice play from SNK. Against it all, manages to put it off. Another eco now for Big. Slipping away map. 4 rounds in a row. Again, maximum loss bonus next round, so another eco here. They'll have the orbs out. Maybe they bring out the double orbs. Lagia, here's the secondary orb of the team. I think that's why he needs to go with it. Get his confidence back. Just hold long A very passively. Go for any initial shots instead of taking those straight up duels and start by himself. He's had 1 decent round so far. Apart from that, it's been pretty lackluster.
Ramzik. I just saw the replay of Lagia's hand raise.
Looked like it was coming.
It was, yeah, that was going to be a Hulk smash. Not even Bob the Builder would be able to fix that table afterward. You might want to call Puff the Magic Dragon and let him just burn it. Changa. That's a burned chimichanga. As Keeve hits the shot with the deagle, he'll go down. Pulls it back to 4 side, but no guns picked up yet for Big.
Something to build on, but not much. Like, yeah, once again, gets dropped in the middle, but Keeve with the deagle headshot. Pushing out towards long. I think he's been spotted though. That deagle shot has to hit the first bullet. He can't really justify facing that again. Has to fall back. 40 seconds remaining now. We've got smokes, we've got flashbangs, we've got molotovs. Should be absolutely fine. Going towards the B site, no presence there at all from the CTs. Godby comes to the door, but gets his head blown off. Next boosting up. This round is over, I'm afraid. Keeve's got an AK-47, might as well save that for the next round. They are going to have maximum loss bonus, but drop that for a teammate and buy the AWP. So he seems to do his best work.
Keeve boosted, can't find anything. Drop down, SNK's got the shot onto him. Tabson's got an AK. I say save it. He says, I agree. Thanks, Matt. Good recommendation. You can coach us anytime. And I said, no problem, I will.
That was a conversation that happened.
Yeah.
No problem. I will. Lucky guys.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Next, doing what he can there. The CZ does a bit of damage, but that's all he'll do. Tabson desperately trying to hold on to the AK. The Keeve dropped. One kill comes in for Big, but now things getting scary. Map 14-12, round by round. Tengri getting back into this game. Big cannot find match point. Just to guarantee overtime. That's something in that stage, just to kind of relieve a lot of the pressure. They will be buying up into this for sure. They've got one pause remaining, I believe, Big. So this will be their fourth and last pause. They know they can feel this victory. If they lose this match, I would say they don't make it to the major. If they go 0-2 here, I don't think they'll have enough to do it. I think they need this victory. They're not a strong enough team at this level to do it. They get the win here, they'll still be my wildcard pick. But
Yeah, if they go down 0-2, I don't see them fighting back. Not in this company. That would be... I mean, they did fight through the lower bracket in the minor, but that's a little bit different.
that is it. Yeah. Considering you've got 8 kind of teams that have played in majors already at this tournament coming down, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
exactly.
as minor.
Exactly. You raise an excellent point. I see your point, and I concur.
Okay, I'm glad. All for Keeve again. Big, the CT side has not been great so far. It's going to be 5 rounds in a row against them. Not a B rush, but one player launching himself through. That's SNK undetected. Okay, apparently Next spotted him, so that's something. Normally, it's SNK who finds 1 or 2 kills, and Next making up for it now. Still an equal trade. That's going to be the man advantage for Big. Tabson stepping out there with the AK-47. Keeve now investigating towards long end of the orb. Needs to be very careful there. The rest of Tengri make their way out towards middle. He might get caught out here. Looking for a gun barrel. Can't hit the shot. Here we go. A-side open.
Yep, wide open. Gabi gets one in return, but then Lakia gets caught in the open again. Fitch with the kill. He would have done best to stay behind the APC, but decided that the site was a better option on Pachenga. That's a missed smoke. Was it, or was it architecture? I'm not sure. I think he wanted to put it a little bit further out so he could make his way to the site, but Fitch with Gabi down leaves Tabson in a 1 versus 2, and yes, he will go for it.
Of course he will.
But Pachenga, he saw the nade being thrown, should be ready for this from Stables. He's not. He's gone through. They're both in front of him. They're both dead. Oh, are they? Tabson. He's going to save Big one more time. Match point found. Overtime at the very least secured, and he's got the op to carry over.
Tabson's so sick, right? That he does a lot for this team, Matt, does he not? Like every single round, it seems that they fluffed it. Like he comes out on top, and he is so great. And the problem I have with that is, if you think back to like Nico and Mouse Sports, for example, I feel like someone with a lot of money to be coming to this organization soon and saying, do you know what? We kind of fancy a bit of that. And I'm sure he's locked up in a contract, but he's going to be worth a lot of money for this team. He's so good, and this coach trying to keep him in his head in the game, like dropping a lot of frags here, but another B rush. Equal exchange for now. Sonic takes Godbeat down, and it's going to be a reply round. It looks for things. Tabson's still alive, though. Can he save it once again?
Tabson. Oh, he's got to be careful jumping up. 12 HP. Goes back on the back of a flash, but Chenga's got the shots. It's all on to Keeve. Another reset. This is going to hurt Big. We could find overtime.
Well, at least they've got overtime. That's something.
How many
right?
kills does Tabson have?
He has 35.
Oh, he's done it. You cheeky, cheeky man.
In regulation, that's so sick. Like, that's above and beyond expectations. That's super, super good. That guy's unreal. That's to say about 4 or 5 rounds of them. But there it is, another B-rush from Tengri. 3 kills for Pachanga this time. Keeve to save the AWP, and another harsh reset there. The previous round was a 1-on-2, which indeed Big won, but overtime very possible now, and that's where things could completely fall apart for them. They lose the advantage at that point, and when we Tengri chasing, they'll be the ones, I would say, the kind of mental advantage. Okay, draw number 29. No pauses left for Big now. So, they've got an AWP saving map. 2k on each player. Oh, this has to be an eco. It just has to be. Can't force around this. You lose the game.
Has to be.
You lose the game with eco this. Are you forced by this, sorry. So the AWP for Keeve. Definitely still possible to win these rounds, but this Tabson not happy, is he? Not happy. Guys, I can't do any more.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah. When was the last time we saw a German team carried? Oh, right.
Yeah.
That guy went to FaZe.
Yeah.
Remzik, AWP starting off getting Tabson next. Now Gabi joining them in. The grave to finish that thought. Pachenga's going to go hunting. We're going to find ourselves going to a 30th round. AWP for Keeve needs to be carried over. Has to be. Kiev will get Pachanga, but now they know where it is, and this is justifiably hunted down. They'll send at least one more. SNK. Seek and...
Destroy?
Doesn't really work, does it?
Oh yeah, I see what you're doing with that.
Yeah.
Seek and kill?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Well done. Kitchen sink.
Snake?
Snake. Well, Kiev. Could be an interesting round where he gets an ace, but yet doesn't win it. Oh, yes. No, it's gone.
That's rough.
That is very rough.
Okay then. Wow. Overtime looking very likely here. Unless someone goes absolutely wild here with the lesser weaponry. Mag 7, 2 UMPs, couple of M4s, no kits, Tabson and no nades whatsoever. He's got 35 kills. He's done his hard work, to be fair, but we're going to need a little bit more out of him. Maybe aim for 40 kills. Round number 30, who would have thought? With the lead they had as well. I think it was 13-7 at one point. Here we are, 15-14. Winning both pistols as well. Big way to lose this game. An absolute nightmare, but here he comes. Tabson stepping up now. 3 kills! He's done it! Have they done enough here? Surely that's it. Tabson finds, oh my god, 38 kills in total. The carry is real.
That is unbelievable.
How many rounds?
Unbelievable. SNK puts him down as he elected to keep pushing, but may as well do. He's got information as to where they are. They're inside of the B tunnels. And the rotations come in swift and accordingly. Listen, put your pants back on.
I can't help it. Like, almost a 40 bomb just to win 16-14. Like, that's nuts. Good work. Still could fall apart, though.
Godby, shotgun. Should get one. Oh, easy shoulder. And the second. Godby closes it. Tabson carries. And Big breathe a sigh of relief. They'll go 1-1, and yeah, you can definitely see it.
Yeah,
Godby immediately over to
Everyone
Tabson.